Hi, welcome to Ken's Games Collection, and it's Spell Your Name challenge for video games. This has been going around for the internet for quite a while, so let's do it. So recently I saw a video from Lightsaber Samurai where he did the Spell Your Name challenge, and he pretty much left it open to anybody else to do it. So I'm going to grab that opportunity because I've been wanting to do this for a while, and now finally I can do it. So my name is actually Kenneth, not Ken. Ken is the short version. It's not Ken's, it's Ken. Ken's is just for Ken's Games Collection. Instead of using the S, I use the Z. But my full name is Kenneth. So there's 7 letters, Kenneth. So let's start off, and I tried to go for titles that maybe a little bit obscure instead of showing stuff that's more mainstream, but we'll see how we go. So the first letter is K, and for me, Cameo Element of Powers is a fantastic game that I love from Rare, and was one of my main reasons for buying an Xbox 360. I just love the fact that you could use the 10 elemental warriors to do different things in this game, and I love the main character, Cameo herself. It looks really cool, and the environments was such amazing. And to think this was back, I think, when Rare was really making some great games compared to what was to come later, but a fantastic game. What was really sad back in the day was you see this game at secondhand stores, selling for like 50 cents, and there'd be like 20-30 copies of it. Thankfully, over the years, I guess a lot of people have realized just how much of a great game this is, and it's very rare you see these games now in the secondhand stores. You'll see more of, I think it was Connect Adventures on the 360 than this one. But a fantastic game, and if you haven't picked it up, haven't tried it, try to hunt this down because it is fantastic. The last boss battle was fantastic as well, and what I remember of it. It's been a while since I played this game, but everything I loved about it, especially the elemental warriors, which added a lot more depth to this game. So the next letter is E, and I thought, what could I show? And I thought, let's go with a Mega Drive game, and it is E-SWAT. I played E-SWAT back in the day in the arcade, and it was great, but I felt that this home version was way more better than the arcade from memory, and it does take a couple of levels to get into this game. I think the first 2 levels are more like a tutorial levels. It isn't until you get the suit, all of these different power-ups, where the game really does take off and really shines. I think that's where a lot of people have gone wrong with this. They tried maybe the first or second level and thought, this is garbage. They didn't really give it a chance, and it isn't until the 3rd level that you get into this game, and it is fantastic. I'm not too sure what prices are on this game at the moment in the marketplace, but it shouldn't be that expensive. And the Japanese cover is, to me, I just love the artwork of this one. It's so great. It is a great game, and why it never got a sequel, I do not know. It does say Cyber Police, but E-SWAT, it is called E-SWAT, so E. So the next letter is N. I've gone with a Master System game. One of my favorite Master System games I had back in the day, and it took me a while to get this back in the collection because prices of this have just gone really high, and it's mainly to do with the fact that it never got released in America, and it now it's really expensive because a lot of people over in the States really want it, and I don't blame them. It is a fantastic game, and it is Ninja Gaiden, which is my first introduction to the Ninja Gaiden series. It was massive on the NES, I know that, but I never owned that. And this, to me, the graphics on this is fantastic. And I have to say, the last time I played a Ninja Gaiden game would have been on Xbox 360. I picked it up for $10. But this is such a it's a classic. I wouldn't say a hidden gem, but it is a classic game, a fantastic game. And if you are looking to rebuild a Master System collection, you're going to be paying anything between $69 up to $129, even more, especially if it's complete with a manual. It's just getting ridiculous. I picked this up for $35. I did do a trade-in at a retro store here in Brisbane. No manual, but I did do a trade-in for that one. I was so happy just to have this back in the collection because it is a fantastic game. So next letter is again N, and I've gone with another Sega title. Wow, there's 3 Sega titles here. Actually, there's 4. Okay, N, Nights in the Dreams. I had to choose this one because it's one of my favorite games on the Sega Saturn, and the main reason why back in the day I didn't sell it. I was going to sell my Sega Saturn, and I remember going into a game store here in Brisbane, and the rep from Sega AussieSoft walked in, and he had a demo of this game, and he put it into the console, the demo console there, and me and the salesman were just mesmerized by watching this demo, and I was so close to selling the Saturn, and this one was like, I can't sell it. I had to keep it. Now, another funny story with this. I thought I got rid of this game years and years ago when I got rid of the Saturn after all the stuff that happened with Sega. I went through a box and I found this in here. I knew I still had the controller, the 3D controller, but I didn't know I had this game in there, and also I had Tomb Raider on the Saturn in there as well. So this game is the game I bought back in the day, and it is a fantastic game. Will we ever see a sequel to this? I wish we would. I know there was something on the Wii, but it's not. It didn't have the charm and beauty of this game, and this was so special, and it plays so well with that 3D controller, that thumb pad. It worked beautifully. And if you use a normal controller, it loses something. You need to play it with that 3D controller to get it so fluid. And it was a fantastic game. I loved it so much. So the next letter is E again, and I've gone with Escape from Monkey Island, the first Monkey Island game to go on to home console, which was phenomenal. To me, it was a big deal back in the day because I was such a huge fan of the Monkey Island games on PC. And I think by this stage I was still playing PC stuff, but sort of more going towards the console side of it. And I think this was one of the main reasons why I went heavily into consoles, because we got a Monkey Island game on the home console. There are parts of it where the game will crash. It's a little bit annoying with that. You know, we don't have the luxury of today being able to download updates and stuff, but I did notice back in the day that every now and again this game would crash, which was a shame, but it's still playable. I still finished it. It was a fantastic game, and it was so cool to get the Monkey Island remaster of 1 and 2 on the PlayStation 3 and I think the Xbox 360, which was so cool. And we're getting this amazing anthology collection from Limited Run Games, but it's just PC. I wish it was on consoles, but yeah, whatever. But fantastic. Now, next letter is T. And I really had to think about this because I didn't want it to be a main title. I did want it to be something that really meant a lot to me back in the day. And this is on Xbox only, and it is ToeJam and Earl 3 Mission to Earth, which was a massive step up from what we saw in the Mega Drive. This thing, Sega was really doing amazing things with the Xbox. We had Jet Set Radio Future, which was phenomenal. We did have some other great games that come out on it, but to me this was an amazing game for the original Xbox. Now I had to rebuild my Xbox collection. I picked this up. This is still brand new and sealed. It still has not come out of the shrink wrapper. I have to do it one day, but a fantastic game. I know there's another ToeJam Earl game coming out, but can we see a complete remaster of what is a classic game by Sega? ToeJam and Earl 3. Great stuff. Now the last title is H, so Kenneth is Heavenly Sword. Now I gotta say, I love the stuff that Ninja Theory has done over the years, and this was, I don't know, this to me is a hidden gem. A lot of people, I don't know if they actually played it, but it wasn't a really popular title. I think they may have looked at doing a sequel to this if this game worked, but I didn't think it did. But to me, this was an incredible game by Ninja Theory, the female protagonist, and you have Andy Serkis in this as well doing the voicing, and I think he was involved in yeah, the mocaps, all that sort of stuff. But a great game by Ninja Theory, which is now owned by Microsoft, and I can't wait to see what the new Hellblade movie is, Hellblade game, I should say, not movie, is going to be like. But yeah, this is a great game. So that is it. That is the Spell Your Name challenge. I finally done one. Yes, I've been wanting to do this. Thank you to Lightsaber Samurai for doing his, and just, yeah, did tag a few people and just left it open for anybody else that wanted to do it, and I did it. I'll leave a link down below to Anton's channel. He's got a great channel. I really recommend him. I just loving his stuff. I started watching his stuff towards the end of 2020. I'll talk more about that in probably another video, but great guy, great channel. And yeah, that's it. I'll leave it open to anybody. I'm not going to tag, you know, people. I'm just going to leave it. If you want to do it, do it. It's a lot of fun, and especially if you can pick out titles that either mean a lot to you or more obscure. And a lot of this stuff here, actually, most of this stuff here really does mean something to me. And yeah, and that's it. I'll leave it open to anybody else that wants to do Spell Your Name challenge with video games. Until next time, bye.